If you're not comfortable working with plumbing, I'd advise you to call a professional or somebody that knows what they're doing to help you. I got another job here. The customer wants to put a stopper in here, so I'm looking at it and the stopper is cut off. Like, I have this style, but the plumber cut this off because he had this in there. So being that this is cut off, I can't put this in there anymore. But instead of changing the whole assembly, I'm gonna try to hook it up for him. So what I'm gonna do is just get this out of here, squeeze this like that, and then push this back. But you gotta put this up, squeeze this and push it back. So the way it goes on is that this one goes on first, and then this goes through the hole, set it to whatever you desire, and then this goes in third, and it kind of stretches out like this, but it stays like that because it's on the rod. So now that that's out of the way, ooh, that wasn't tight. So okay, so I'm gonna undo this, and this right here does not require any Teflon tape because the ball is in there, and the ball acts like a washer, kinda. That's how it acts. So this has been cut off, or it's been rusted off or something. So, because it doesn't require no Teflon tape, because if you put Teflon tape, then it would leak from the back as well. So I'm gonna pop that out and then measure the balls. The balls are pretty much the same size, I mean, for everything, so don't be discouraged. And I'm just gonna use the same thing. So what I did is I bought another assembly, a whole drain assembly and everything, but I don't want to waste time changing everything out, so I just took this piece and I'm going to try to make it work for me. So I put that in there. Make sure this little washer, this white washer, stays in there. And I'll put that in there. And look, it works. Perfect. So that should be perfect. So we'll see what happens. And see, what happens is this is supposed to be in here, and this is supposed to lock inside of the drain after you put it in, because it goes up, it goes down. So put this back in here, and I'm just gonna pop this back just like that. But first, before I put this in there, you seen how I locked it, so I'm gonna put it through this top like that, and I'm gonna pull this out and try to lock it through the hole so I can have it like this. I want it, that's how I want it to be, like that, and not actually, yeah, because see, if it's like that, I want it like this so it doesn't come out and in the way it wants to when it wants to. I don't want it to do what it wants to do. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna show you guys how to put it back up. But just as a quick and easy fix, the owner wanted me to change the whole rod out and take more time than I intended. So where I'm at is, see, this is stuck now. So that is open. Down is open. And see, and then when you lift up, it closes. So down is open. And so now what I want to do is, because when I lift this up, it's going to be down because it's open, but when I lift it up, it's going to close. So what I want to do is, see this little thing right here? This is supposed to be, the rod's supposed to go through here, that rod that I pulled with my fingers, and then this is supposed to tighten. So I'm gonna tighten this up as much as I can with my fingers, and then I'm gonna take my wrench and kindly make it a little bit more tighter. But see, because this is down, the pipe's in the way, so this is gonna have to go up as far as it can go. Like right here. And then it's going to be on that hole because it's going to go up and down. So this being all the way down, and then now I'm just going to tighten this up on a rod, just so I can, but I'm going to have to get my pliers because that's not going to move. And then when I go up, the whole thing goes up and it stops the water. Then when I go down, I'll show you how it works after I get my pliers and tighten it up. Okay, so I've got my monkey pliers. In most cases, I would just finger tighten that, but if you make it super tight with the pliers, then it kind of pushes out the rod and it just never comes loose. So with this, you can either use the old one or you can use the new one. So you want to put this in first, one side in first, and then you want to put this rod in, and then right behind it, you want to put this other end in, like that. Because what it does is it tries to open up. And as it tries to open up like that, you know, it just stays on like that. It doesn't slide off or nothing. But you see, like that's the idea. Here, pull it up, push it down, pull it up, push it down. So there we go. So that's a quick and easy fix, you know. And I don't have to use extra, then check for leaks, and because this ball and that little washer, just make sure this is finger tight. I never use the wrench to tighten this because it's not necessary. The tighter you get it, the harder the ball is to move. So just kind of finger tighten it. And it never leaked. It's just to direct the water down. The ball is like, the water in some cases will create a washer. If you ever filled up a cup before and you see the ring around the build up before it pours out, that's what kind of happens with this, you know. And besides, there's no pressure here. It's just running water.